Hi guys, this is Eye for Eclectic Grapevines, and I am just giving you a preview of some of my glass haul in the last few weeks. I will be listing some of this soon, which is why I'm finally getting out a video, trying to get motivated a little bit. But I did have some great motivation recently upon going to Goodwill. I did find this Glassybaby, so it is possible. There is hope. Paid $2 for this Glassybaby, and recently was researching this specific color and all that. I don't know much about Glassybabies, so I looked up comps for it, and it sold for about 300 bucks recently at auction. This is the color Day One, and it's also pre-Triskelton, I think that's how you say it, and has its original label. Yeah, they're out there, guys, so there is hope. Also found someone's recent bird collection that got donated to a local thrift. I probably paid anywhere from $3 to $4 on each bird, which there are a few different types. You see the typical Bluebird of Happiness, Leo Ward, and also Ron Ray's Cardinal of Love. Back there in the back, this other long-tailed bluebird, and also this clear long-tailed bird are possibly, well, the blue one possibly is a Murano bird. It is smooth on the bottom. The clear one, though, I have seen a few different makers on it. It also has a clear glass bottom, so it is nicely made and finished. I also got this bird from Ireland, which is green and black, sort of swirl design on the inside. It is marked Ireland on the bottom. It reminds me of another bird that I have from Ireland, which is listed as a carry bird. So I don't know if that is the same or a different maker, but both maybe from Ireland. Also, I found this great Swedish bird, which is cadmium and glows under a black light, of course. I probably am keeping that one, but my favorite find is this little bird here from New Zealand, and it was made by Hogland Glass. It is, I just love how its little wings and tail are out. But yeah, it is marked Hogland, New Zealand, and I'm probably holding on to that one as well. Over here we have a Fenton 100th anniversary napping cat. It's an opalescent cat with pansies painted on it by S. Hopkins. It is marked on the bottom with a Fenton sort of like stamp logo and signature. And also this great starfish, which is basically made as an ornament. As you can see, it has the curl so that you can hang it. It does also display a controlled bubble in the center. Over here we have a Murano vintage Millefiori paperweight, and it's very heavy glass with a polished bottom. And I also went to auction and found this Submerso Seguso geode bowl, I guess is what they call it, but it's basically like yellow submersed or blue glass submersed in yellow, or vice versa. It kind of looks like it might be blue to yellow, but that's apparently what makes this green color on this bowl. And honestly, I saw a couple where people had stuck UV lights up to them and they actually had a glow, and tested this one out, and indeed this does glow, guys. So I really like this bowl. I may keep it in my collection for a little while, but I may sell it sometime soon. Kind of really digging it though. Also got this art glass perfume bottle with sort of like a crackle iridescent finish on it, and when I did get this, I found out that it did have a cracked or broken end on its perfume dabber, so may have to sell that as is, or maybe I can find some sort of glass hand-blown stopper to replace it, since it's just a basic type clear one. I also have this Mount St. Helens Paperweight with a Trumpet Flower, and it is signed as well. Can't really see the flower too well. It kind of just looks gerbled with my camera, but it's quite pretty. And up here I have this perfume bottle that came with this brass holder, which I also got at auction. It is marked SVA, which is, I believe, School of Visual Arts. So I believe it's a piece made by a studio artist. I mean, I don't know too much about it, but I did note that it had sort of a flat side so that you could lay it like this, kind of like a shell. It has this twisted detail on the end, and then, like said, it's flat on one side where it's signed, and that's so that it can rest on its side, but again, you can display it in this brass holder, which is great. I have also pressed glass sort of deco stopper that I found with a broken bottle and was looking for something to match it with, and in turn I found this Ellie Smith, I believe, bottom with a broken top. So these guys are now married, and I think they look pretty good. And I kind of like this as a display piece right now, so it is in my bedroom. I also found a little hand-blown delicate check glass cut to clear etchwork perfume bottle, and it was only a couple bucks, so I definitely can make a little bit of profit on that. Here we have an hand-blown glass ornament with blue cobalt and iridescent sort of swirls all over it. It looks just like the Mount St. Helens ornaments, but it is not signed, so I cannot confirm that it actually is, or possibly just something similar made by someone else. Below that, I found this triangular glass bowl with a smooth bottom. It's not quite heavy as Murano glass, so I can't say that it is Murano, or all I know is with a finished bottom, it most likely is well made. It is heavy, but yet just not as thick as I'm used to seeing Murano glass. So it's cased with white and blue on the outside. Very pretty color. I also found these great hand-blown little trinket dishes or bowls. They are actually identical, and they display sort of a confetti pattern with swirl and also like iridescent glaze on the bottom, or fumed iridescent on the bottom of the glass, and I just thought they were super cool, so I picked those up. I also got this reverse painted egg with two birds on it. Let's see, actually. It has a very Asian sort of look to it, and a cork in the bottom of this glass egg. I don't know if the details are coming out very well, but it's very nicely painted, and that actually came with this Submerso bowl. So I got those both for $12, as well as the perfume with the brass with the brass holder was also $12. So I did pay up for those a little bit, but not too much. Okay, so I also found these pieces over here. One of them is either Bohemian, the one on the left. It's either Bohemian or like Russian. I'm not sure. Actually, still researching a little bit about it, but I believe it was done in the early 1900s, and it is enameled with these rose garlands on the base of it and also on the top. This is really bad lighting and filming because it's over here off to the side. But it's a very beautiful little decanter. It did end up having a small chip on the side from being used, which I don't know if you can kind of see. Maybe it has a couple little chippies. But it's still a great display piece. And next to it is something that looks a lot like St. Clair, but is not stamped. But the design work actually looks a lot like those pieces. I did buy it despite the fact it was missing its stopper, because I figured I could maybe find a replacement down the road, because it was just like really heavy duty glass and well done with the controlled bubbles and trumpet flowers. But it looks like it has an art glass stopper normally that kind of matches the design on the bottom, so I may have to just marry it to something clear and basic just to have a stopper on it. Back here I found this great 3-footed dish bowl vase from Dugan Glass. It's the cabbage leaf pattern. It has some great feet on it and also this great opalescent top around the rim, and yeah, it's a gorgeous color. And back here we have Fenton hobnail and swung vase, and it's of course a glower with all that cadmium in there. And yep, that's what we found, all this treasure. Well, that's it. I hope you all enjoyed what I have been showing you here. And if you have any inquiries about any of the pieces before I actually get them up on eBay, you're welcome to email me. My email is in the description below. I'll also list it here on the video. And yeah, don't feel free to reach out and contact me regarding any of these if they are of interest to you. Otherwise, I will slowly be getting them up and listed on eBay. Anyways, I hope you guys all enjoyed this. Thank you so much. Talk to you soon.